Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let me ask you one thing honestly. Have you ever been waiting for something so badly like waiting for a breakthrough or waiting for yourself to finally heal, finding clarity or even just trying to feel okay again? And the waiting process itself started changing you. Like you were not feeling calm anymore, or you were not wise enough to understand the process of patience or waiting, or even like it just the process of waiting just started making you feel tired, frustrated, and also quietly bitter. In most of the situations, we are often told that just be patient, everything will get okay, which is absolutely true. The phrase is absolutely real and it's true. But the thing is, no one really talks about what patience actually looks like in real life. Today, let's talk about that. Oh, why is so Okay, so many people think that patience is just quietly sitting and doing nothing and waiting for things to get okay. Trust me, it's not like that. You can't just sit idly and wait for things to get okay. Instead, just utilize that time to make yourself better. Like, patience is not about silence and it's definitely not about suppression. Like, anyone can wait for a delivery, or anyone can wait for their phone to get charged, or anyone can wait for the time to get passed. Like, anyone can do that. But you know what? Patience is what you choose emotionally when life doesn't move at your pace. It's not about how long you wait, it's about who you become while you wait. Think about it. Waiting for a promotion while watching others move ahead, or maybe waiting for healing while you have already waited long enough, or maybe waiting for answers when everything feels unclear. That's where the real patience is tested. Because in these moments, usually two things happen. Number one, we either grow strong inside, or the other one, we grow very resentful and hard on the inside. And you know what's the scary part? Resentment doesn't always show in a loud way. Sometimes it's in the constant comparison, which we compare ourselves with the people who have achieved much more than us, and that's really very bad for our mental health, like because no one deserve no one deserves to be compared with anyone, because we all are in our own path, we are all walking in our own personal journey, and we have our own destination. Everyone's destination can't be same. That's why no one should be compared, and especially we should not compare ourselves with someone other. We should just have patience, and we should trust in our own process and trust our own journey. And patience isn't only about time, it's about how you treat your heart and your mind during this time of wait. Patience is choosing peace over panic. It's about learning how to respond rather than reacting too quickly. It's about staying calm when you have the urge to let your frustration out. You know, patience is tested in these things. It's about waking up and saying, even if I don't have everything figured out, I won't let that make me feel bitter. Patience is about staying kind, like staying kind to yourself, even if life hasn't been kind back to you yet. You know that yet. If life is not kind to you right now, that doesn't mean it will never be. It will be. Just have patience, just trust the process, and in that process, make sure you become more better version of yourself. Actually, this uh, reminds me of Ahan Pandey because recently I was going through a YouTube video and I got to know that he waited for 6 years for his debut. Like, he was all set to debut with Ajay Devgan in a film. I think it was around before lockdown somewhere, like 2020 or 2019, but somehow the film got cancelled. But he utilized these whole 6 years to make himself a more better actor. And after his debut in Sayara, we all know like the Sayara has broken many records and made many new records. So, yes, it's about trusting that delay is not rejection. In fact, it's often the preparation. Like, if something is getting delayed, just make sure you use that time to make yourself more better and prepare yourself to finally achieve when your goal comes to you, like when you achieve that goal. Yeah, right. Okay, one thing, staying in the process of patience doesn't mean you're not allowed to feel your emotions. Like, that doesn't mean you're not allowed to feel frustrated. You are obviously allowed to feel frustrated and feel your emotions, but make sure that frustration doesn't become your personality. So, how can we really practice patience? Just start small. Learning patience is literally in your day to day activities. Like, if something doesn't go your way, what's the first thing you do? Like, do you get panic? You get frustrated? Or like you start blaming yourself? If you do, if you do any of these things, then just don't do that because it will just make you more bitter. Instead, just learn how to pause and take one breath and just understand how you can respond in this situation rather than reacting. And um, instead of asking why is it taking so long, just ask yourself, what can I learn in this phase of pause? And trust me, you will become a more and much better version of yourself. One of the strongest people you may know, they weren't strong because life was easy. They were strong because they learned how to wait without losing themselves. They learned how to hope without rushing, how to trust without forcing, and how to stay gentle in a hard season. And that's real patience. So, if you're waiting right now for clarity, healing, or a dream, just remember this. Patience isn't about standing still, it's about staying calm, kind, and preparing yourself to be a more better version of yourself. Trust me, you are not behind. Life is just preparing you for something bigger and for something what you deserve. Have a nice day.